What's up, Sturchan? Alright, let's do it. Oh, load a save game? Yes, now we're doing it.
We have heard that a Bosch officer will be traveling to Order-sur-Seine. He is carrying a dossier with him, containing the names of Resistance double agents. We must capture this dossier or many lives will be lost. We will rendezvous in the barn, after you jump from the
To be
train.
honest, I don't know Randalorian. Ninja Gaiden Black is an updated version of Ninja Gaiden. It's like a definitive edition. I know it rebalances a number of things, and I think there's like content that it adds, but to be honest, I have no idea the specifics of that. I just know that Ninja Gaiden Black is the version that everyone plays. Well, it's actually complicated, but Ninja Gaiden Black is I think considered by the internet to be the best version of the original 3D Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, like a Kingdom Hearts final mix kinda.
Keep your hands up. I will not hesitate to shoot terrorists such as you. Keep your hands up. I will not hesitate to shoot terrorists such as you.
Oh, come on. Well, we're dead. It's stupid that once you're in this state, there's nothing I can do. That's something that's been bugging me all game. If they just turn around when you're trying to grab them, once you've punched someone, you're cooked. You can't escape. Okay, restart. Yeah, the Sigma version. Ninja Gaiden fans are a bunch of weird elitists. This is an important thing about Ninja Gaiden enjoyers. They're a bunch of weirdo elitist types on the internet.
What are you doing?
Aw, shit, nope. And minor balance changes matter to them. So Sigma, some fans will claim is slightly easier and things like that, especially Sigma 2 is pretty reviled. But for whatever reason, Sigma is the version that gets ported to everything. They released it on PC recently, even. I think Sigma 1 is generally okay. It's Sigma 2 that has major haters out there. Oh, come on. He saw me through... Okay, we gotta take care of the guy downstairs. I have to actually kill him. Right. Well, I think Ninja Gaiden... I remember at release there was so much discourse about this.
I will not hesitate to shoot terrorists such as you.
I think that Ninja Gaiden 2 Black... is based on Sigma and still doesn't have as high enemy density as the original Ninja Gaiden 2 did.
Keep your hands up. I will not hesitate to shoot terrorists such as you.
That guy coming?
Keep your hands up. I will not hesitate to shoot terrorists such as you.
Oh. Maybe. I have no idea what the current state of Xbox backwards compatibility is, because it's I just don't know.
Keep your hands up. This is a
Dude, how am I supposed to get this guy? He doesn't stop. Okay, I think the plan is we're gonna chill here. He's gonna go around the whole building, and then we're gonna get him when he's messing with the chickens. We're just gonna hang here. I don't know, but for games that have multiple versions, we're only gonna play one version. That was a rule on GameCube. On GameCube, that only applied to 1 or 2 games. On GameCube, the only games that had multiple versions were Phantasy Star Online and Harvest Moon. But on Xbox, there are a number of games where they basically just released the same game twice. And for all of those cases, I'm not going to play the whole game twice. I'm just going to take the later and allegedly better release and play that. So, like, I'm going to play Ninja Gaiden Black, not the original Ninja Gaiden. I think there's 2 versions of Midnight Club 3. There's 2 versions of Sega GT 2002. There's 2 versions of Fable. There might be like a Morrowind Game of the Year with the DLC built in. I think that exists on Xbox that I'm gonna do.
What is that? Must be seeing things.
How the hell am I meant to get this guy?
Keep your hands up. I will not hesitate to shoot terrorists such as you. What are you
Like, they just... I don't know that I can get the guy down here. I think I'm gonna not bother. I think the issue is that I didn't go upstairs fast enough. To be honest, I think I should have just gone upstairs faster.
What are you doing?
Okay, well, the dude upstairs can see me if I just run.
Keep your hands up. I will not hesitate to shoot terrorists such as you. Keep your hands up. I will not hesitate to shoot terrorists.
I think there's also gun parts, like, right here, so we could just shoot them. I could just shoot them. Alright, I'm now gonna have to just shoot them. Sorry, buddy.
Merci. We were caught off guard. We must.
I give up on trying to do that without using bullets. That's annoying.
You must recover the detonator, or the ambush will fail.
Shoot to kill.
How did this guy get here? What? Did he climb the ladder? Got a dead horse. Really blobby dead horse. Also, why? Why is there just a dead horse? Come on. Well, I'm completely out of bullets now. I think everyone's just dead. The alert stopped. It's not flashing anymore. I think because anyone who would be alerting is just dead. Oh. Wait, clear the north side of the town. Okay. The thing about like modern Xbox backwards compatibility, like it's great and all, but it requires you to own a modern Xbox, which is a big problem. I'm not gonna overcome that hurdle.
Sound the alarm!
There's still guys. Okay, there's you.
Sound the alarm!
There are still guys. I think there's a dude like up there. They're seeing me from a weird direction though. Yeah, there's a guy up there. Well, I haven't saved yet, so... Yo, what up, Theo? Yeah, it does... Every once in a while, this game becomes a World War II shooter. Which is, like, really... I don't know. It's a strange mix. It's generally a stealth game, but then sometimes it'll just be like, alright, grab a gun and start blasting. Except the shooting is terrible. Like, oh my god. Good ragdoll. The shooting is completely terrible. You don't have any sort of manual aim of the gun. It's all this weird lock-on system that, like, barely works. I don't think I can hit him at this distance. Oh, I actually got him. Like this, the lock on, I think is just like wrong here. Okay, no, we did kill him. Good. This seems like a pretty crappy ambush. They're gonna know. The plan is to blow up the train tracks, but they're gonna know. I thought we were gonna have to like stealthily plant the bomb. Instead, it's just kill everybody. So how do I do this? Okay, that's how. I thought it was gonna be like you set up the bomb on the tracks in a way where they don't know you were there, so that then they'll actually drive the train over the tracks and it'll blow up. If the plan involves like creating a massive alert by killing 100 dudes first, seems like a bad plan to me. Hey, Ohumi. It's going okay. I'm pretty much out of bullets here. A little concerning. There's still a lot of guys I have to kill on not a lot of bullets. So we might be just dead. No, this does not measure. Prisoner of War is a million times better than this. Prisoner of War is a lot more of a stealth game. This game's got action or whatever, which theoretically I should like, but the action sucks, and the stealth is just like, the stealth just sort of feels like, I don't know, it's not that exciting. The stealth in this game doesn't feel like you're, I don't know, like Prisoner of War just had this great, like, here we go. I'm not very good at explaining this, but I really liked the, like, how you come up with the plan and how you execute the plan stuff that game had going on. Or it's like you gotta gather all the items and you gotta come up with ways to get the items and bring them back to your... But it felt like an actual, like, escape from prison simulator, whereas the prison escaping in this game felt like just, like, going through the motions. Yeah, exactly. It was like a heist movie. It was like we were setting up for a heist. And then this game does not have that feeling at all.
On the bridge. Get to the ruined building that overlooks the bridge and set up the detonator. Whatever you do, don't destroy the dossier, or lives will be lost.
Place the explosives. I should have saved. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now. Where do I put this thing? I totally did that at the wrong time or something. Maybe? Was there... I would guess that there was supposed to be tanks, like, crossing the bridge, but I guess not. No, that's not a corn. That's Steve. The great escaper himself. From the Japanese box art of this game, which I just kept thinking about after yesterday's stream. Because it's way too funny. Alright, got the rocket launcher. Got the other ammo. Cool, some first aids in the bathroom. Recover the dossier. See the problem with the aiming in this game? Like, the lock-on won't target him because I'm too close to him or something. The shooting is not good. Okay. Exit the area. I can do that. Also, look at this, like, janky if you're too close. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Yep. That sucks. God damn it. That having to shoot at that angle is, like, not physically possible. This is a messed up game. I'm trying to shoot right now, by the way. It's just that whenever you run, he puts the gun away, so you can't move and shoot at the same time. I think. Something weird happens. You have to, like, retake the gun out a lot in this game. Also, everyone takes like 6 bullets to kill, damn. I think I'll put the 3rd save down when I get the dossier. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think you're right. The result is just really bad. All I have to do is leave now. I'm gonna try to do this not on the stairs, so that I can actually aim. Where's everyone? I did get the thing, right? Yeah, exit the area. How come... What? I was literally just there, but okay. I'm sure. I'm sure, dude. Like, this guy is just unhittable in that position because you can't aim at that. But like, here I am. This is where he was shooting me from. By the way, might as well. Goodbye. Look, I do think you can, yeah, you can see that the reticle changes, so it is actually, like, better. It is actually better to, like, lay down and shoot. This aim is not gonna work, dude. Aim, come on, aim for the other guy. Aim for the other guy. What do I have to do? What do I have to do to get it to, there we go. No. No, there was someone, yeah. I was literally standing there. What do you mean there was a guy there? Ugh, fine. This game is so stupid. Come on, hit him. Nah, I'm not gonna keep wasting. Oh, I have 200 bullets. I can waste however many I want, actually. I have 1 million bullets. Yeah, there's nobody there. How? And then you turn around and then there, yeah, I think this game does just spawn in. I think this game does just spawn people in behind you sometimes like that. I don't think that guy... I don't understand where that guy could have come from. Yeah, this is what happened. A dude from behind ran all the way up. There was nobody hiding behind the truck. Alright, mission complete. I think it's time. I think we might be moving on to the motorcycle levels now. At the very beginning of this, Under the Skin said this game had infamous motorcycle levels.
If you get a chance, steal a motorbike. There are
Yeah.
dispatch riders rushing all over Germany. Find a way to stop one and take his bike.
Hey, there's a, well, wait, it's not exactly the same asset as what I have. It's not exactly the same. It is different, but we've got a second Steve variant. Coil of wire. What's that gonna do? Getting out of the area is gonna be impossible on foot. Acquire a motorbike and a uniform. Ambush a dispatch rider and steal his motorbike. And they want me to do that, like, behind me? Oh, I get it. We're gonna, like, clothesline him. Bonk. Thanks for the bike. Nice bike. No, my bike. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh boy. That's not good at all. Dedicated wheelie button. No. Dude, it's a one-hit kill. No, we're not dead. We're not dead. I thought that was a kill. I thought that's death. I don't know what's happening back there, but it's really loud. There's some kind of horrible accident happening behind me. Wait, shit. That's not gonna do. Okay, that was a one-hit kill. Well, this is bad. Damn. Well, that's because that's the first save I made. There are 2 levels though. This is like the penultimate stage. Oh, okay. They keep trying to kick me off my bike, but I won't let them. No, don't touch the tank. Okay. Look, so you don't have those luxuries sometimes. Shit. Get over. Thank you. Where are we at on the map? It's pretty good. I'm gonna put save 2 down. Okay, I can also play Road Rash. Okay, you can kind of see what they want from me. There's a ramp. There's a ramp. There we go. No! Damn it. Survive multiple bullets, but accidentally clip the truck and you're dead, kid. You can go 100 miles an hour direct into barbed wire fence, and you're fine, but don't you dare touch that truck at 5 miles an hour. No. Okay, you're not dead, though. No, just let me get back on the bike, fellas. It's like you can't turn while you're kicking. It's part of the challenge here. So you really just don't want to kick. Kicking is bad. Kick is bad, who knew? Okay. Alright, good level, good level.
Remember, if you get a chance to cross the border, take it. No matter what else is going on, getting across the border must be your #1 goal.
Alright. We're on the border. Jump to victory. Damn, this level looks pretty big. Okay, what do I do about this? Aha. Got him. Okay, fine. Ah. This is so crazy. This is actually just like... It controls so bad. Okay. Oh. Oh no, there's mines, there's mines. Well, I took a mine to the face there. This is pretty cool though. Like you gotta hand it to them. It's not like they didn't try. I think I might be doomed because of the mine that I took. That might just be like, I can't. No. No, I agree with that completely. I agree with that completely. I do love like a random shmup level in the middle of a platformer. So, I feel like that's the best way to do it. But generally, game suddenly becomes a different game at the end is always gonna be fun. Fun in theory. In practice, we'll see, but... How the hell do I get out of here? Where's the jump? Oh, here we go. Over that. And then... Not quite. Not quite, but that's gonna be the jump. There we go. Oh, the cool camera, cinematic camera for the last jump. Congratulations, you've completed the Great Escape. To unlock the Greatest Escape mode, what? You must save the game now. Yes. That was a little bit of an anticlimactic last jump. Maybe that's how it was in the movie, but I was expecting like a big jump over a bridge that's out or something. I thought that's what was gonna happen. Instead it was just kind of like a dirt hill to jump over some fence.
My friend, the Germans have left and we are free to depart. In an
Wait, they don't actually escape in the movie? Hold on, I have to look up the plot of the movie now. Most of the captives are executed? What? I'm just first sentence of the last paragraph.
Goodbye. Good luck.
I am your guide, Senor.
Spain?
España.
Bloody good.
Yeah, they don't actually escape in the movie. So they pulled the Matrix Path of Neo here, where they just made the ending of the game different to be more exciting. Been part of the mass breakout of Stalag Luft 3, which is estimated to have tied up the resources of 1 million German soldiers, Gestapo agents, police, workers, and citizens. This interruption to the Axis war infrastructure came at a critical time. With the Russians closing in on the Reich, Allied forces advancing through Italy, and preparations for D-Day already well underway, this was a disruption that the German command could ill afford. We're learning things. This was an edutainment game. It has justifiably been written down in history as the Great Escape. Game is dedicated to all those who lost their lives in World War II in their pursuit of freedom. The end. And then there's the credits. GG. Man, World War II vets, like, age 70 playing this game. Wait, that's not even credits? It just said developed by Pivotal Games. There's not even credits. Are there credits somewhere I can select? Well, hold up. What is The Greatest Escape? What is The Greatest Escape? I assume it's just like, yeah, you gotta do it all in one go. And you're on a timer. Wow. No saves, and you're on a global timer. In the top right. Well, no. No, I'm not doing that. I wonder if you get anything if you beat the game on The Greatest Escape. Let us consult GameFAQs.com. The Great Escape cheats. Oh, wait. Why is there a GameCube cheat code listed? Hello? The Greatest Escape mode allows you to replay any level with a time limit. Yeah, nothing about beating Greatest Escape mode. I don't think it does anything. Well, let's see, there's nothing else. There's nothing else in these menus. No. No. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get this wrapped up then. So, that was game number 74, The Great Escape. Based on the film from, like, 1962 or something like that. 63, 63, yeah. For some reason, they fished this one up in the 2000s to make a game out of it. Took 6.5 hours, which is longer than I was expecting. I am pretty bad at stealth games, so that could have possibly had something to do with it. There was absolutely a sewer level. There was a section of game where we went down into the sewers for like 5 seconds, and I'm counting it because it was very plainly a sewer that we were walking through, and so we check off sewer level for those. So what a weird game to exist. how strange it is that they made a Great Escape game. How was that? What's my review? Stealth was either too basic or too trial and error. I think that's... Like, the stealth was either, like, all the early stealth levels were really easy. I was just kind of, like, running around in the bases, and it was just, like, whatever. Or, like, in the prisons. You know, I was just, like, casually breaking into buildings and, like, not giving a shit. And then probably around, like, halfway through the game, suddenly it got very trial and error. Like, there was that one prison escape sequence where it was, like, we had to cut the telephone wire. And, like, there's a bunch of scripted things. Like, they tried to do scripted things with the stealth to make things more exciting, but you really got to be careful with that, because I think that's what led to all of the trial and error. These, like, scripted sequences where it's like, you know, you stamp your pass, but just then, you know, a prison guard walks into the building, and it's like, whoa, well, that's just gonna get you the first time. Like, nobody was coming into this building before. So suddenly a dude just bursts through the front door as you're trying to leave. It's like, alright, well, gotta get past this guy now. Or like that entire train station sequence pretty much was the worst of it. The train station sequence where you have to like sabotage a toilet to distract the plumber because the plumber will call the cops on you. And even if the plumber calls the cops on you and you escape, then now like the guy who sells tickets is broken and won't sell you the ticket anymore, so you're dead, but you don't realize that. And then you like buy the ticket, and then the dude is like, you forgot your change, sir. Like, he says it in the most evil way. He says it like Scar from The Lion King. Just, you forgot your change, sir. And then you have to go get the change, otherwise he shoots you for not getting the change. And then after all of that, you just have to throw stealth out the window and make a run for it anyway, which is stupid. There's just a lot of weird, dumb stuff in the stealth that I think the stealth was not good. I've spent the whole game comparing it to Prisoner of War, the other World War II prison break themed stealth game, because for some reason there's two of them. And that game, putting it like that game was more like a heist movie type of game, really is accurate. You get the satisfaction of the meticulous planning and execution of the plan, where this didn't have that at all. But what this game did have is action. I liked the attempt at adding action, but it was mostly bad. I did like that where Prisoner of War takes place entirely in the prison camps, which is cool. I like that this game is different, where it covers the full prison break, like not just getting out of the prison, but then also like where you go once you're out of prison. Like, you gotta sneak through, you know, you gotta sneak around in the countryside and somehow get over the border to Switzerland or whatever. I think that's cool that they did that. The stealth stuff, or the action stuff, like the motorcycle controlled like ass, the shooting controlled like ass. Pretty much all of the action was just like garbage. I like the attempt though. They, you know, like this had set pieces. Reminder that the first level of this game was like, you're on a plane, like shooting. It was like a dogfighting mission. It was like a rail shooter basically. But that whole first mission was a thing. There were a few different levels where you get to drive vehicles, and I thought it was cool that they did that, because like adding drivable vehicles to the game is definitely a big ask of the devs, and they did do it. The motorcycle was awful, but the trucks were fine that we were driving around earlier. So, I don't know. This game, as far as like World War II stuff goes, this is far from the most boring World War II game I'll ever play on stream. There are much boringer World War II games out there than this one. But also, this game is pretty messed up. I'm gonna give it a 2. I give everything a 2. Every game under the sun is basically a 2 to me. It's a 2. I think that's fair, though. This game is clearly messed up, but literally, oh my god, look at how many 2s I give out. It's crazy. I literally just like pulled up my recent games, and it's literally 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 5, 2202220 I literally just been giving out nothing but 2s recently. It hurts. I don't know. I need to learn to be nicer to video games or something. They're just all 2s. I don't know what to tell you.